Is Daniacs. We here checking out this channel, Marcus Dixon. He is a Christian. I am a non-Abrahamic true monotheist, and I view all Abrahamic theology as broken. What is broken about it is they are incessantly trying to interject division and separation into that which is united, and they don't have consistent logic. They will say things like, the God, the one true creator, is a perfect creator, but then they will say God created free will. Then they will say God created knowledge. And somehow through free will and knowledge, all of a sudden, there is imperfection within creation. See, the thing is, if the creator is perfect, then the creation will be perfect. If the creation is imperfect, that is fruit from an imperfect creator. And my position is all of creation is perfect. I don't believe in sin. There is no sin. There is no evil. There is bad. Bad is a subjective experience. And I believe in subjective, all morality is subjective. There is no objective morality. You can have a seeming consensus of morality and you can call that objective, but that is not actually objective because anything taking place in the mind is inherently subjective and relative. It is relative to the perception of that mind. So these are just some basic little differences that I have with followers of Abraham. What we have in common is I believe in the construct of the one true creator, and I believe in the Christ consciousness, which is the hyper unity. The Christ consciousness is the hyper unity within creation. Okay.
How many of you have ever come across someone that was upset or bothered by the fact that good people go to hell? There's multiple different arguments. One is that God doesn't exist. Two is that the God of Christianity is the God of all gods. Three is that all gods lead to the same place, so it doesn't really matter which God you follow, you're all going to end up in heaven anyway. So some of those can come across as truths, but they're not, right? There's only one God, and it's the God of Christianity. And people say, well, how can
I am in the boat of Yahweh is not the one true creator. And which Yahweh are we talking about anyway? Which Yahweh are we even talking about, bro? Are we talking about the Jewish Yahweh or the Christian Yahweh? Because those are two different Yahwehs. They are, because the Christian Yahweh is Jesus, whereas the Jewish Yahweh is not Jesus. That's just Yahweh all on its own, no Jesus required. So there's actually two divergent, totally separate Yahwehs, and Christians will like to sit there and say our God is the Jewish God, but the Jews are like the fuck it is. I watch some Jewish channels. So what you have is the Christians trying to co-opt the the Jewish God Yahweh, and then morph it into whatever they want, and then sit there and say you're trying to make God in your own image to other people when they done did that from the start. But that's right. Okay, and this is I've actually done some reactions to Marcus before, but some technical shit happened. This is my first one. That I like Marcus. He's always respectful. Fuck. Marcus is always respectful. He's respectful in his comments. So I always come out with someone with the same energy they come at me with, you know? Someone comes at me sideways, they're gonna get came on sideways. But if they come at me, just straight and true, I'll shoot that right on back, some straight and true. So we're gonna have differences right here. See, I'm on an island of my own here. I hang out with atheists and pagans. Although I'm a theist, I am theist, a true monotheist. I would even argue that if you believe in two separate creations or two separate kingdoms within creation, light and dark, If you believe in that, you are not a true monotheist. If you believe in heaven and hell, you are not a true monotheist. Did you know that the Jews don't even believe in heaven and hell like the Christians do? Yeah, they believe some totally different shit. The Christians morphed all kinds of shit when they co-opted the Jewish Yahweh and made their own Yahweh out of it and called it Jesus. Okay.
I know if no one's ever told me about it, but here's the thing. I want to show you guys these Bible verses in Romans chapter 1. Okay, so this is Romans chapter 1. We're going to be looking at verse 19 through 20. Actually, we're going to start at 18. God's wrath on unrighteousness. So verse 18 says, "For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven."
That which created all things, okay, has nothing to be jealous or vengeful of. So, the Christians saying that their God, which they get from the Jews, is wrathful and vengeful and jealous. Those are all clues that he is not the actual one true creator. And to me, the Bible is nothing but full of evidence that your supposed God is not the actual one true creator. They are desert war gods of hypocrisy. Yahweh, Jesus, and Allah are all desert war gods of hypocrisy. They are not the one true creator. The evidence for this is littered all throughout their holy books.
Against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. So these are people that would obviously be speaking against the gospel, or like trying to hide the fact that Jesus is the way to heaven, that the one God of Christianity.
So pretty much what I'm doing right now. Well, that's the thing, is Abrahamic theology sets itself against the world, and then they're like, "Oh, the world's attacking me." No. The world is defending itself from you. You are attacking the world. And Marcus has said in another one of his videos, he's like, if you're against my religion, then I don't know. Your religion is against everyone. Anyone that's not a part of it, it is naturally set against. So all it takes to be against your religion is to not accept it. Now all of a sudden you're against my religion. Okay. No, I just have a totally different perception. And people tell me, you're a demon, or you got a demon, or you're demon possessed. I don't believe in demons, motherfuckers. Demons don't want none of Dane. I'll tell you that shit right now. I'll slam fuck a demon like I slam fuck that COVID. It ain't nothing but a thing up in this. But I don't believe in the devil. I don't believe in demons. I don't believe in angels. I believe in energetic anomalies, which people can describe as demon or angel, depending on how they were raised. Because there's total other cultures that would see those same anomalies and call it something else, depending on their perception. And there's clues in this. Okay, our perception. Why is it that symbols like words and such, they all have a very unique they are perceived differently and empowered differently. Okay. We are all co-creators within the Godhood. Okay, and our awareness is the jewel of creation. Consciousness is the jewel of creation. For consciousness, you need free will, knowledge. Those are the prerequisites for consciousness. Okay, the jewel of creation, and that is what followers of Abraham like to demonize: free will and knowledge. They like to say that. Okay, let's say Yahweh. Let's run this through a thought experiment. If Yahweh is the one true creator, and if he is a perfect creator, he created knowledge and free will. So how are you trying? But then Yahweh tries to put off. That's what I'm saying. Yahweh wants all the glory of the one true creator, none of the responsibility. Because now Yahweh wants to say, "Oh no, my creations, my creations are somehow bad," which you call sin. See, followers of Abraham are a blood cult of sin worshippers. You all love your sin. There has to be sin. You can't imagine a world without sin. For me to sit here and tell you there is no sin, it triggers a lot of you. You say, "Oh, You're just saying it because you love your sin. I don't believe in the construct of sin. There are mistakes. I don't believe in the construct of evil. There is bad. Bad is a subjective perception that every single self-aware being is going to inevitably go through in life. When you need certain conditions to prosper in life, anytime those conditions are met, it will be seen as good. Anytime they are eroded or taken away, it will be seen as bad. Just naturally, everything is subjective. I see our people are all fucked up about what an ego even is. An ego is like a RFID a chip for the omni consciousness, the all consciousness, the God consciousness. Okay, the ego is the part. It's like the RFID chip that is integrated into your physical body that connects you to divinity. Because the ego is just one sliver of the consciousness. All consciousness is extended from the omni consciousness. Okay, we are all co-creators within the Godhood. We are sentient singularities. Okay, let me try to explain it. Mycelium connects all life. Okay, physical mycelium, I call that light mycelium, is physical mycelium, is a fractal quanta of dark mycelium. Okay, another one of my things is light does not move. Light does not move. The darkness carries the light, and this all goes back to every instant of existence and creation and our consciousness and what all that has to do with each other. But anyways, I can turn a 6-minute video into an hour, so I'll just let Marcus talk for a minute. Tell us some things, Marcus. Tell us some things.
He is the God of all gods, that all these other gods are false deities. But we're looking at verse 19 now. It says, for what?
Okay, all divinity is his divinity. There is no divinity separate from him. So to say other gods are false gods is to say he is a false god. Fucking camera, bro. To say other false gods, to say other gods are false is to say the actual one true creator is false, because all divinity flows from the one true creator. All individuality, all wisdom flows from the primordial source of individuality and wisdom, which is the one true creator, which is not Yahweh, Jesus, or Allah. There is no name that can... People are like, well, Dane, what's the name then? There is no name. There is no name that can adequately describe the one true creator, because as soon as you say a name, you then separate it from every other name in existence. And every name in existence is required for the totality of the name of the actual one true creator. Roll with it.
Can be known about God is plain to them because God has shown it to them. Evidence is all around us, guys. We can't deny.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you. And the actual one true creator told me anywhere that the broken theology of Abraham tries to bully me, pretty much, to defy it, to talk back. And I'm a fucktard. I'm not smart. I know this. My mama used to tell me, she was like, Dane, God made you so goddamn beautiful that he couldn't make you super smart too, because you're already so beautiful. And if you're smart and pretty at the same time, then people get jealous and want to kill you. So for your own protection, because you're so beautiful, God had to make you not quite so smart. And so here we are, y'all. You just got to deal with it. I'm a fucktard. What's up? What's up?
By looking at creation, that God is there. attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the. There's no way you can't look at the world and not see God in it, in the things that have been made, so they are without excuse. There's no excuse.
No way. No way at all. There's a way for everything, bruh. Actually, there's a lot of atheists out there that would disagree with you. See, I never was atheist. I'm from Florida, and there's a lot of atheists in Florida. Most of my friends were atheists. I never once claimed atheist. I was raised as pagan, kind of New Age pagan, Wiccan pagan. My mom just kind of encouraged us to study everything. I studied the Satanic Bible. Because they're really not that big. They're not huge like the Christian Bible. So, I mean, it's an easy read, but it would actually surprise a lot of people what's in those Satanic Bibles. And if it had a different title on it besides Satanic Bible, if it just had a title that said a suggestion for a way of life or something that didn't say Satanic Bible, people would buy it a lot more and be like, well, these are good suggestions. Seriously. But I think, because I don't believe in Satan and evil or demons or sin. You are all sin worshippers. I know you got to have your sin. It's okay. It's cool. But fuck. I forgot where I was going with that. I told you I was a fucktard. All right, take us away, Marcus.
Guys, to be able to look around, you see the mountains, the stars, the clouds, all this marvelous stuff that we see in creation. There's no way that you can look at it and not know that God created it. Even people that are atheists like that.
And then when you say God, of course you are insisting your perception of your God. You're not going to leave it open ended and be like, yeah, just like a collective cosmic consciousness. You're not going to leave it open, of course not. You're going to funnel them. You're going to your perception of God, and the restrictions that your dogma places on your perception of your God, which is not the actual one true creator. Yahweh, Jesus, and Allah are all like the same entity. Okay, that they are all the same thing that's trying to control the world. Okay, and you are lucky I don't believe in Satan. If I believed in Satan, I would 100% be one of the people saying that Yahweh, Jesus, and Allah are Satan. But I don't believe in Satan, so lucky for y'all. I don't believe in the devil, or else I would be one of them people saying that. I would be like really, really close to the Gnostics. That's like one of the biggest difference between me and a Gnostic. I guess, is they still believe in light versus darkness. Two separate kingdoms, all that shit. And they believe that Yahweh is actually the devil. Most of them do. Like the classic Gnostic shit. But there's actually a big old Gnostic world out there that I'm seeping into. I'm just on an island of my own though, because I'm just a different thing, and I'm okay with that. I make my own Kool-Aid. I drink my own Kool-Aid. My Kool-Aid's the shit. You can't fucking have none, motherfuckers.
I don't believe that God exists nor doesn't exist. They have to look at this stuff and realize this stuff didn't just blow up out of a Big Bang theory. Like, that's just ridiculous, right? But this is what ends up happening.
But now check it out. There's a lot of Christians out there that love using the Big Bang as proof of God. There's a lot of Christians out there that do that, Marcus. I listen to a lot of Christian shit. My main thing that I do is I hit up follower of Abraham channels. More of them are Christian, but I have Muslim and Jew channels I go to also. And yeah, because I like different fucking cocksucker. Fucking technical bullshit, man. Because my thing is theology. I like to know how people perceive things because, like I've already stated, our awareness and our perception is the jewel of the cosmos, and I like to see how people harness that and perceive the world. And just wait. All I'm waiting on is to get some damn equipment. I'm gonna be running around starting to do some interviews on true believers of every different theology out there. That will be coming.
Right? People that look at the world and look at creation, for some reason they start worshiping that. And we see that in verse 21. It says, "For although they knew God, they did not honor him as God or give thanks to him. But they became futile in their thinking, and their foolish hearts were darkened." People start trying to formulate their own way of doing things because we all have to have logic. We have to have understanding.
People trying to think for themselves. We can't have that. We can't have people thinking for themselves. They might think something we don't want them to.
We have to have reason instead of just letting God be a supernatural God that we can.
See, check it out. As I've stated before, the actual one true creator is this primordial source of logic, reason, and wisdom. Okay? So through logic, reason, and wisdom, we can come ever more and more to understand the actual one true creator. So he's about to be making a statement like we can never know the mind of the one true creator. Or some kind of shit like that. So I don't agree with that. I think all mind, everywhere, every bit of mind and thinking is the one true creator. The one true creator is living through us. We are its creations, its perfect creations already. That's why there is no sin. We are already perfect creations. The whole what makes Abrahamic theology broken is they try to through fucking cocksucker through perception manipulation. Followers of Abraham attempt to manipulate fellow co-creators into relinquishing their divine sovereignty, because in our divine sovereignty is our inalienable, inseparable link to the one true creator. And that's exactly what makes Abrahamic theology broken, is because the whole sin thing, you're a bunch of sin worshippers. There is no sin. If the one true creator is a perfect creator, okay, then there is nothing within creation that he did not create. And if the one true creator is a perfect creator, he did not create sin. Therefore, sin does not exist. And to say that there is a creation outside of the actual one true creator is to say that there is no one true creator. That would be to say that there are multiple creators or some such. That is going away from the monotheism, which I am a true monotheist. I am a truer monotheist than most of y'all followers of Abraham, who incessantly attempt to divide the one true creator into good and evil, into dark and light. I am the brightest night, I am the darkest light, and I am ascending. The dark light is upon you, as are we all.
Ever fully understand, because how can you understand a God that knows everything, can be everywhere, and do all things at all times? Nobody can.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, check it out. He's trying to say that God is omniscient. Okay, and I would agree with that. The actual one true creator, but he's trying to make the case that Yahweh is that God that is omniscient, and there are multiple cases in the Bible where it clearly shows that God is not omniscient. And check it out. They say Bible here. They say that, hey, this Bible here is the word of God, and God knows everything. So if that were true, everything in that Bible would line up perfectly, and it would not be ambiguous. It would not be ambiguous. Left up to future generations of believers to fill in the blanks with mental gymnastics one way or another. It would not be ambiguous like that. More clues that Yahweh is not the actual one true creator. And don't worry, Muslims, I'm coming for y'all's asses too. I just don't know as much about Muslims, because I've been raised around Christians my whole life. See, Muslims and Christians are a lot more similar than y'all like to admit. Muslims are like how Christians were 200 or 300 years ago. Just as murderous, just as ignorant. Fucking for real, dude. For real. Y'all are a lot more similar than you like to think. Try not to be a blood cult of sin worshippers, okay? I mean, I still love you. Yeah, y'all do you. I'm not gonna... We're all still brothers, Roll with it, Marcus.
Wrap their head around that. 22 says, claiming to be wise, they became fools, and they exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images resembling mortal man and birds and animals and creeping things.
And crosses. You guys do know that the cross is an idol. The cross is a fucking idol, y'all. Sorry to break it to you, buddy. The cross is an idol. Over there in the Islam world, y'all's crescent moon is still an idol. Over there in Jewland, y'all's 6-point star is still an idol. I'm just saying, since we're so idol phobic up in this motherfucker, let's throw it all on the table. Let's throw all the idols on the table, y'all.
The different religions and different cults and, Hindu, Buddhism, Native American stuff, like all this stuff they worship all these false gods, birds, statues, and even we see witchcraft and occultism. They do all this stuff where they make it.
Bro. The prayers in your Bible is witchcraft. Okay, check it out. Every single word you speak is a spell, which is witchcraft. Okay, bro, check it out. The fucking I've heard some Christians talking mad shit on crystals. You know, there's crystals in your phone and crystals in watches. There's crystals in lighters. Yeah. Now, I've seriously heard Christians be like, any crystal is witchcraft. It's all witchcraft. Okay, check it out. God made crystals. The actual one true creator made crystals. Kind of seems to me like y'all are just a bunch of superstitious about all kinds of shit. Which is understandable because your theology does flow from the broken perception of Abraham. So that's why I'm here. And y'all been attacking me since I was a kid. I just finally decided to speak up and say something about it. I'm tired of that shit. And the actual one true creator encouraged me. Not commanded, not demanded, just like, hey man, you should probably I'll tell you how their logic's all fucked up. You just listen, I'll tell you. See, because I'm a fucktard, but all of your logic is based on the broken theology of Abraham. And so it blows my fucking mind how many smart people capitulate to the Abrahamic religions. It just blows my fucking mind. I mean, there's truth there, sure, that there's truth to it, but there's truth in everything. There's divinity in everything. Every word ever spoken is God's word. There is no will separate from the actual one true creator. There is no spirit separate from the actual one true creator. Sorry, ad hominem, my bad, y'all. I'm working on it.
Sacrifices to these gods that look like animals. The Hindu gods, they're creepy looking. Have you ever seen some of those? And this is no shade, but like some of
ad hominem, bro. Creepy. People say that about me too. They're like, bro, you look like a serial killer. And I don't know if it'll make y'all feel any better or not, but I haven't killed no one yet. Do we count abortions? Maybe 2 then, okay? If we're counting abortions, then 2. But beyond that, now check it. American patriot, y'all. American patriot. Defiance of tyranny is obedience to freedom. And on the back, it's give me liberty or give me death on a police shield. I got my own police shield, motherfuckers. Everyone makes their own law. Everyone is their own God. Everyone is their own president. Everyone is their own CEO of their own world and company. You're welcome, motherfuckers. I just let you know. And I just recently had a revelation too, okay? Narcissism is what makes the world go round. No, check it out. No, stay with me on this one, all right? Seriously. Narcissism is the actual source of gravity. All right? It is. And as we all know, gravity makes the world go round. So, just saying. You're welcome, motherfuckers. Same thing with that. Light doesn't move. The darkness in between it moves. Y'all are laughing at me now. That's going to pan the fuck out. And check it out. The speed of light, that is actually the pressure of darkness within that universe. There are infinite universes. The slightest change in that speed of light is that's actually the pressure of darkness. The slightest change in that is a shift into the next dimension or universe. Unfounded claims. Where's your evidence, Dane? It's a theory, bro. It's a fucking theory. Like, I, my evidence is some very potent spirit journeys, bro. Is my evidence, or fuck ass honkies.
Those deities, some of those gods, the statues, they give me the creeps. But instead of worshiping the God that created all things, they worship these things.
Bruh, have you seen some of the shit they got at the Vatican? Have you seen some of the shit they got at the Vatican, bro? I don't want to hear it. Yeah, sure. And most, contemporary standard American churches, you don't see a bunch of creepy statues. But over there in Europe, bro, that's a different story. They got more history over there. No, seriously, I went to I had a Euro trip going to Rock am Ring out in Germany back in the early 2000s. Rock am Ring is like it's one of the biggest concerts in the world. They said 2 million people showed up the year I went. 2 million. It went on for 5 days straight. There were so many people there. It was crazy. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back into Marcus. I like you, Marcus. You're a true believer. And I think once you see that when I start interviewing people, it's not debating. I do plan on doing debates, but that's a whole separate thing. Like my main thing I want to do is just interview people. I just want to feel out your perceptions.
People out there that worship creation. There's people out there that worship the trees and worship the mountains and worship the sky and the stars.
Okay. All of creation is worthy of worship. Okay. So it's okay to single out one little thing and notice the divinity within it, which someone might call that worship. Okay. The worship of the tiniest quanta of creation leads you to the deepest secrets within creation. Okay, because all things are a fractal, a quanta, a singularity matrix. Yeah, I've heard it, motherfuckers. People like, use the word phalid. What's up with all this word phalid? Okay, and check it out. I looked up the definition. Word salad is when you're not actually making any points. I am making plenty of points. And if you are not keeping up with those points, then that's not on me. That's not word salad. Then you so stupid. Okay? That's on you. I'm doing my best here. All right? Y'all work with me.
Astrology and all that stuff. God created all this stuff. God created everything. His fingerprints are literally on all of creation. His hands.
That's what I was just saying. We got some overlap, Marcus. I was just saying that. I did watch this video once through already, most of it, just to make sure this was the one I wanted to react to. And you hit on a bunch of points in here I wanted to jump on, which should be evident because I'm going the fuck on with myself. So do your thing, Marcus.
Made us. And since God's fingerprints are on all creation, it makes no sense that people that would say that they're wise and understand that, hey, this cup right here is man-made, but I'm still going to worship it. I'm still going to serve it like it's my God. It can't say.
No, noticing the divinity in something could be considered a form of worship, but I'm not talking about worshiping a cup. Okay, I'm not talking about. You're twisting shit, Marcus. You're twisting shit. It's cool. Okay, now check it out though. What about if I had two little wooden sticks that went like that though? Then y'all would worship that, right? That's just wood. That's just wood or metal, bro. Like, but y'all do. And I know you're gonna tell me, no, we don't worship that. That is a symbol of God. That's an idol. That's a fucking. All right. We'll get there, Marcus. I just recently checked out this Amon Hillman guy, and I guess he's super famous, and I checked him out to see what all the hype was about. and I couldn't really get it. I didn't really get it. I mean, I still don't get it. I mean, he's interesting and all. He's got a real peculiar way of talking, and I think he likes to act like he has a demon in him, but because I don't believe in demons, but I know there's people out there that do, and just believing in it. Well, I mean, hey, believing in it's just one step away from LARPing it, right? Live action role playing that shit. You gotta believe in it to LARP it, right? No, I'm serious, man. Demons don't want none of this shit. I'll tell you what. I know the name. I know the name. I'm not going to tell you, motherfuckers. No, I already said it before. But anyway, there is a name. But whatever. Roll with it. And it's not Jesus or Yahweh or Allah. Okay. I'll tell you. I've said it before, but Yasayave. All right. Whatever. That was revealed to me in a mushroom trip, motherfuckers, okay? And I will take that over any name given to me, over any crusty old book any fucking day. I trust my personal experience over someone else's personal experience. I
Save me, but it's my God though. And so what's the logic in that? It says right here, claiming to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of immortal God for images resembling mortal man, and birds and animals and creeping things. Why would you put your salvation on the line by trusting in someone that can't save you? That makes no sense. Here's the thing, guys. People do this all the time.
There's nothing to be saved from. Okay, so create the problem. Fucking shit. Christians had to create the problem of hell, from which that now you need to be saved from. Okay, I mean, before, because I just started kind of getting into the Jewish and Islam theology, so I don't feel confident enough to be talking about it too much because I don't want to misquote too bad, you know. But Jews didn't believe in hell like Christians do. Okay, to the Jews, Satan was Satan, which is a loyal angel doing Yahweh's bidding. Satan, in the Jewish perception of theology, Satan is not a total. It is not a fallen angel. It is not the ruler of hell. So this is what I'm saying. Christians fabricated this whole heaven and hell dealio to up the stakes for that sin cell, because they got to sell you that sin. They need they're sin worshippers. They need their sin. It freaks y'all out to even think that there could possibly be a perception of existence that doesn't involve the juxtaposed imposition of your sin over it. It freaks y'all out. Which is why you're a sin worshiper. I mean, I'm just saying, let's just call it what it is. Throw that shit on the table, homie.
They worship Buddha, or they worship Muhammad, or they believe in stuff like Mormonism, where they think that you're going to get your own planet. That's just crazy.
Bro, I've been checking out these atheist channels because, like I said, I hang out with atheists and pagans because they're more fun. Generally, they're more fucking fun. And bro, talking shit on the Mormons, okay, but the Mormons actually have a lot more credibility to their religion than Christianity does. I'm just saying, you're talking, you just brought out like the craziest thing about what the Mormons think. You just brought out like the craziest thing and act like, you know, whoa, well, look at this crazy ass thing. So that's obviously not. Well, okay, what about y'all's crazy shit? The whole virgin births and the whole worshiping a necromancer. I mean, come on, necromancy. Christians, we don't like witchcraft or magic. Also, Christians, we worship a necromancer. That's all it takes is a little fucking necromancy for all you guys to jump on board. So what I'm saying here is Jesus was totally a witch. If that's what happened, Jesus was at best a damn good necromancer. Okay, now I say we're all God. But yeah, sure. Jesus was the Son of God, but no more or less than any of the rest of us. Christians don't like that. Okay, check it out. More proof that Yahweh is not the actual one true creator. Yahweh says he is the one true creator. Yahweh says he's a perfect creator, but yet Yahweh says he only has one perfect creation within all of existence. Jesus. Whoa, what? What? So what you're trying to tell me is Yahweh finally got one right? Because okay, near infinite creations, and you finally got one right. That kind of makes me think that maybe you didn't even do that one, bro. That kind of makes me think that someone else did that one, and you just kind of taking credit, bro. Is what I'm thinking. See, I really think Christians would have had a stronger religion had they left Yahweh out of it. That's just me, But I mean, that's all in the past anyway. We're here now. Roll with it.
That's right. There's only one God. His name is Yahweh. He's the God of Israel, but he's also
The fuck it is. Fuck it is. Okay. Proposition. You made the proposition, and I am saying, nah. No. Okay.
the God of me and you, Jew, Gentile, Greek, everyone. We've all been given equal opportunity to come and lay down our lives and follow Jesus. I just don't see why anybody wouldn't want to do that. Now, I get that everyone is entitled to make their own decision, but why lean on a God that won't save you? Why pray to a God that won't rescue you? Why pray to a God that won't answer your prayers? You can.
Why pray to a God that thinks that you are worthless? Which is what Yahweh apparently thinks of you. Yeah, you're worthless without Jesus, right? So it's like if Yahweh was a perfect creation, okay, and then Jesus was the only, okay, if Yahweh is a perfect creator and Jesus is the only perfect creation, man, there was a whole lot of creations before Jesus, man, a whole lot of them, and I'm just saying, Yahweh's once again trying to take all the glory and none of the responsibility. He wants all the exaltation without giving any of the respect to the rest of creation. More proof Yahweh is not the one true creator.
Try and rely on witchcraft and sorcery or casting spells to help you get the outcome you're looking for.
Oh, kind of like when the followers of Abraham called on their God to send a fireball down, which that could have very well been a spaceship. That could have been a spaceship up there that just shot a fireball down. If that fireball did come down, as they say, there's a lot of fan fiction going on in the Bible. A lot of fan fiction in the Bible.
Or you can fall on your knees in prayer and reach out to God the Father. He is a good father and he does want to answer your prayers. Just gotta make sure.
He is a good father. Everything, supposedly, we're just playing along. Talking about Yahweh here. Okay. And he knows everything, okay? So he knows who is going to capitulate to the broken theology of Abraham. He knows that, and he knows that there's a lot of people that aren't going to capitulate to the broken theology of Abraham, and he is condemning them all to eternal suffering. See, I don't believe in heaven and hell. I believe in reincarnation. I believe all energy is recycled. Every soul is an extension of the ever soul. We are all God. We are all a quanta of the Godhood. We are all the son of the Son. We are all the son of oblivion. Well, that's what light is anyway. Light is the creation of darkness. The Bible likes to misquote and say, in the beginning, there was, the Word. But before the Word was ever spoken, there was the darkness. There was the silence before the Word. It is the, what do they call it? It is the silent song of the still motion. Okay, that is the darkness within the light. That is the light within the darkness, and that is the fractal singularity matrix, which some could call God, others call everything. So for me, the whole atheist question is, it's pretty much, do you or don't you enjoy a magical world? Do you or don't you? Do you or don't you think that there's a lot more going on? No, that's not a good one. That's not. See, look, more proof I'm a fucktard. All right. I was on to something and then lost it. And that's not the first time. It's not going to be the last.
Sure that they align with his will. Going out and praying to God for $1,000,000, that might not be in his will for you to receive that. But if it is, you better believe that if you pray for it and you have faith, that it's going to come. Because God's will is...
Fuck. All right, so he's talking about God's will. So now, and this is something Christianity likes to do. So now you're searching for another will outside of yourself, because they're constantly trying to get you to relinquish your divine sovereignty, and this is one of the meta manipulation tactics that they use. Son, quit. This is one of the things that they use to try to get you to son. We got less than a minute, son. Can you make it or what? Huh? Can you make it? I'm trying to work over here. Well, I mean, it's volunteer work, but it's work.
Sovereign, and whatever he wants to do, he can do. We got to stop living unrighteous lives. And
no, we are all sovereign. We are all sovereign. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. We are all empowered with divine sovereignty. If the creator is perfect, if the creator is not perfect, then sure. But if the creator is perfect, then so is all of the creations. Y'all like to play your perfect games, but you got to keep consistent logic. And that's the big thing with followers of Abraham. They do not like consistent logic.
Expecting God to move and honor the sin. God isn't going to do things for you that you're asking for when you're living totally set apart from him. You can't just live your life all crazy and then say, hey, God, pay my rent, I'll follow you, and then God helps you pay your rent, then you don't follow him. But it doesn't even work like that, though. You can't bargain with the Lord. Don't go out here making deals with God. Like, it doesn't work like that. God's going to do whatever he's going to do because he's sovereign. The best thing that you can do, though, is witness this creation. Witness the mountains, the seas, the skies.
If the actual one true creator, who is not Yahweh, Jesus, or Allah, if that creator is sovereign, then so is the creation. Because the creation is an extension of the creator. A big perception that I disagree with followers of Abraham is they like to think that the one true creator is separate from the creation. You kind of hear that a little bit more strongly from the Muslims, and depending on which Christians you talk to, because all the different perceptions and denominations and whatnot. But it will close it strong for us, Marcus. We're almost there, buddy.
The stars. Witness all that and realize someone so powerful made all this, and he's the God of all creation. God the Father. There's no mother God. There's no God, the universe. There's no source. None of that. All that stuff.
I really think he's addressing me directly with some of the stuff. Some of the stuff at the beginning and some of the stuff at the end right here. I really think he's directing at me. I leave a lot of comments too. So, he's heard some of my ideas before. And he's always been very respectful. He used to erase some of my stuff, but he kind of quit erasing it. A lot of Christians love their censorship. If you start dropping very good points that they can't debate or argue well, they will just erase that whole comment. They're like, we can't have that. And there's a couple of them channels. I'm coming for y'all's asses. All right.
false gods, and it's not going to get you into heaven. That's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one.
See, heaven. The Jews don't have heaven, as far as I know. I mean, not like Christians do. No, because they don't have a hell, not like Christians do. That's their constant carrot. That's their constant carrot dangling. Oh, heaven, hell, heaven, hell, heaven, hell. Better do what I say. Heaven, hell. Don't want to go to hell. And that pretty much sums it up. I've bored y'all long enough if you've even made it this far, which my analytics tell me that, I don't know, about 8 minutes people into a long video like this. That's the longest most people make it into, 8 minutes, but it is what it is. I'm leaving behind my lessons for my future reincarnation to learn from any goddamn way. So that's what keeps me grounded, because my numbers suck. You know, I'm doing my own thing. Don't have the equipment that I needed for a year now. I've needed it for a year. A year ago, I really thought at this point I would be interviewing people already. I really did. But such is life, and I'm 2 months behind on my mortgage right now, so it's first things first. That shit's going to have to wait still. Anyway, thanks for rolling with the dark light, y'all. Appreciate it. Step into Dane's world. The dark light is upon you.